Nothing like a nice cup of tea. Have you seen tea?
Not since earlier. Oh, excuse me.
Ryan, you should be asleep.
Oh, not yet.
Oh, darling, you're so exhausted you haven't got sense enough to know it. Go on.
I guess you're right. I just wish I could see Jack.
Oh, come on. If the bachelor party wasn't being held downstairs at Ryan's, that thought would never have crossed your mind.
That's true, I guess.
Mary, Pat's keeping an eye on things. Jack's going to be all right.
Okay. Oh.
I'll see you in a little while.
Good night, Ma. Good night, sister.
Rest well, my dear.
I hope he's going to be all right. Pat took me aside a moment ago to say that Jack celebrated with great enthusiasm and that Art was taking him home.
Jack is afraid.
Yes, I know.
Oh, Maeve. Mary is about the best thing far and away that's ever happened to Jack. He's just afraid of, well, of hurting her, of losing her.
I was hoping maybe you'd reassure me about that. In fact, I was looking forward to a little time alone with you this evening.
Well, I'm so glad, because that's exactly why I stayed after Kathleen and Faith left. You still have reservations about Jack, don't you?
Well, about his being Mary's husband, I'm afraid I do. I feel for the man. And I've tried to understand the loss and the loneliness and the sad things that have happened to him in his life. And I admire his honesty and his commitment to his work. And I do think that he has tried to be careful with my girl. Don't you think so?
Oh, yes. Yes, I think he has tried. And I think that he loves Mary as much as he has ever loved anyone, if not more. I also think that he loves just as much as he can love. And is that enough?
Well, Mary believes it is. And when Mary Ryan believes something, she keeps the faith. Because I can't help thinking that they're coming from such different directions to this marriage. How on earth are they ever going to find a common ground?
Well, patiently, I hope. And with love.
Oh, sister. Love doesn't solve everything. You know that as well as I do. I was watching Jack tonight at the rehearsal, and I thought to myself, this is so seldom that this family ever sees that man at ease. I don't know. Once or twice, maybe, when I've been alone with him, I've been able to cut through. But he doesn't share things easily, least of all himself. And then there's Mary coming from this mad household where everything was shared from the day she was born, including her toothbrush, if I didn't look.
Hi.
Darling.
Well, where are the rest of the ladies?
Well, let's see now. Pat came up and took Faith home and dropped Kathleen off at the hotel. And the bride, of course, has gone off to bed. What's this about Art and Jack?
Well, give me some kind of clue, will you, to what Pat's told you already?
Well, that Jack had rather a lot to drink,
Yes.
and Arthur volunteered to take him home.
Essentially, that's it.
Frank?
It's all right, Ma. Who's more reliable than Art?
Yes, that's a very comforting thought. Have you seen Delia?
Yeah, I think somebody said she had a headache and went out for a walk.
That was hours ago.
Yeah, well, she may have come in by now. I was just hanging around in the kitchen for a while myself.
I don't know. I do worry how she wanders off by herself at all hours.
I wasn't drunk.
Your drinking killed my son.
A man's life spirals out of control.
I want to do an intervention.
Now his loved ones come together with an ultimatum.
If you don't accept treatment, there'll be no further contact.
Thursday, 6-time Emmy winner Anthony Geary, like you've never seen him before.
I am not an alcoholic.
You're in denial.
I want my dad.
A groundbreaking General Hospital.
Bare Minerals is the original. Millions of women worldwide love Bare Minerals because it changes more than your skin.
Bare Minerals will change your life.
This is smooth, it's nice, and it covers. I like that.
Bare Minerals is the only foundation I would ever use. Ever.
100% pure Bare Minerals is not like any other makeup. It looks like beautiful bare skin while it covers whatever you want it to. No matter what your skin type or condition, Bare Minerals is for you. Best of all, now is a great time to start going bare because right now you can get everything you need for flawless coverage. And a new favorite, Click Lock Go, gives you a spill-proof way to take Bare Minerals foundation with you anywhere. We also have an exclusive bonus collection worth $57.95, free. And it's all yours for more than 75% off retail. Our introductory Get Started kit includes Bare Minerals foundation for flawless coverage. We promise a perfect shade match or your money back. You'll also receive warmth for a healthy glow, Mineral Veil, the ultimate finishing touch, and Bare Minerals Professional Flawless Application Brush. Call right now and you'll also receive 3 fabulous full-size and totally free gifts, including Bare Minerals Flawless Definition Mascara. Purchased separately, you'd spend over $120. So our original Get Started kit was a great deal at 2 payments of $29.99. But if you call right now, this entire 7-piece set is yours for just 1 payment of $29.99. That's right. Order direct and receive everything you see here for only 1 payment of $29.99. That's over 75% off the retail price, a savings of over $90.
It's not expensive. It lasts for such a long time.
Bare Minerals is my miracle.
With our 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose.
To save over 75%, call 1-800-235-3320. ESCO, you can receive this handy compact. Call 1-800-235-3320 now.
Just sorry it took us so long to get together.
Well, we're making up for lost time. I'll
Sure
see you
are.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
You'll be all right getting to the car.
Oh, yes, I parked across the street.
Good night, sister. I think I'll go on downstairs and try to corral your father. It's a hard day coming up for all of us.
You betcha.
Frank Ryan, do you know what your wife is doing when you're out campaigning? Do you know where your wife is now?
Hi. I wasn't expecting to see you up here so soon. What happened to the party?
Jack had a little too much to drink, so it broke up early. Dee, where have you been?
Oh, you know me. I get a headache, so I go out for a little walk.
For 2 hours?
2 hours? Gee, I didn't realize how long it was.
Where'd you walk?
Oh, you know, up Broadway, down the drive. Frank, what is this anyway?
Trying to find out what's going on.
Well, what is that supposed to mean?
Are you in some kind of trouble, Dee?
Trouble?
That maybe you're afraid to tell me about?
Oh, Frank.
I'm serious, Dee. I really want to know.
Well, I don't know what makes you think that.
Well, let me tell you why. Your cooking lessons that aren't really cooking lessons, your elusive friend, Sheila.
Oh, now look, you're gonna meet that elusive friend Sheila next week. We're gonna prepare this huge Chinese banquet. Now, what more do you want?
I don't know, Dee.
Well, I don't know either. Frank, why don't you tell me what's the matter?
When the rest of the family sees that you're upset and starts worrying about you, when it seems to me that half the time you're not where you're supposed to be.
Well, where am I supposed to be?
All right. When you're not where I think you are. When you can't give me a direct, reasonable answer about why you walked out on a family party.
Family! You know something? I am really sick of family, and I am really sick of this
And
wedding.
when I'm in the middle of a political campaign, and any kind of scandal or trouble for either one of us is going to hurt me a lot, then I damn well need to know what's going on.
So that's what's worrying you, huh? You don't care about what happens to me. You just care that something is wrong and something is going to disturb your campaign.
That's one of many reasons why I'd be concerned if my wife were in trouble.
Trouble? What kind of trouble, Frank?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Hey, look at you. You're all worn out. Now you're a councilman, and you've got a campaign going. and you're Mary's brother, and you're my husband, and you're little John's father. Maybe that's just a little bit too much for you. I'm sorry about what I said before. I love this election, and I love the campaign. You know how proud of you I am? Now, how can you say things are going wrong when for the first time in months, everything just feels so right to me?
I hope so. I want it to be.
So do I. I love you. And I love being Mrs. Frank Ryan more than anything else in the world.
Is your headache better?
Yeah, it's lots better. Want to come to bed?
A little bit later. You go ahead, huh?
Okay. Come in.
Hi.
Frank.
I couldn't sleep. I saw the light under your door. Want some company?
More than anything in the world. I'm scared.
Well, that figures. There's a handful of times in your life when you know that the thing you do next is going to change everything. The night before you get married is one of those times.
It is a change. Even though Jack and I have been living together, I've always felt at the back of my mind that this was home.
We'll always be here. Nobody's going anywhere.
You are. You're going to Washington.
Let's hope. But that's geography. You know what I mean. I'll always be around when you need me. Always.
Thank you. I don't know what started me off. There was a breeze from the river, and I came over to tie back the curtains. And I realized I still think of them as my new curtains. And Ma bought them for Siobhan and me when Kathleen left for college. That was nearly half my life ago. When did we grow up, Frank?
I don't know.
I feel as if I just met Jack. I don't know. I hardly know me. What am I doing getting married tomorrow?
I think the idea was you're in love with him.
I don't know anything about love. I don't know anything about anything.
Wrong on both counts. You have a great talent for loving. And you're one of the two smartest women I know.
The other being Jill.
Yeah.
That was a nice thing to say. I'd still rather have praise from you than anyone. Oh, Frank. Do you think I'm making a mistake marrying Jack?
I can't answer that, Mary.
But what do you think?
Well, two things. First, that any opinion of mine about Jack has to be biased. I've always liked being your older brother. I've liked being important to you. And I've depended on you in more ways than you know. Jack changed that. Yeah. You were in love with a couple of other guys, but not in the same way. Not so it changed the balance between you and me. Jack did. That was all very right and natural, understand? But I guess a part of me did not want to give you up. And still doesn't, I guess.
Oh, Frank.
Now, keeping all that in mind, I'd say Jack is a high-risk investment.
You sound like Art.
Yes, well, as our esteemed brother-in-law would also say, high risks have been known to yield great profits. What I'm trying to say is, it may not be easy with Jack, but if it works, it'll be terrific for both of you.
If.
What's certain?
Oh, I'm not asking for any guarantees. I'm just wondering how I ever got into this.
Mare, listen a minute. I think that what you're feeling right now is night before nerves, mainly. It'll look a lot different in the morning.
And what if it doesn't?
Then you'll deal with it. I may have a few reservations about Jack. I've got none about you. It's gonna be all right.
Oh, please, God, if you love me.
He does, and so do I.
Oh, Frank, I love you.
Oh, well, time to get to bed, I guess.
Oh, I guess so. Thank you.
Better?
Some.
Good. Well, see you tomorrow. Sorry.
It's okay.
He wants his ex back.
Don't let go. We should be a family.
Will her best friend help him?
Did you put in a good word for me?
Or is she the competition? And who's holding Erica Kane hostage?
Oh, my God.
Watch All My Children, weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 8 on SoapNet.
She felt lost until the combination of 3 good probiotics in Phillips Colon Health defended against the bad gas, diarrhea, and constipation.
And it helped balance her colon.
Ooh, now that's the best part.
I love your work.
Phillips Colon Health.
Some people don't like any added sugar in their juice.
That's why we make Ocean Spray 100% juice.
It has plenty of natural goodness, but there's no added sugar. So say hello to 100% juice.
And goodbye to added sugar.
I thought we weren't adding any sugar.
Oh. Okay, nobody use these cranberries over here.
Also try Ocean Spray Light, only 50 calories and a full serving of fruit.
Itchy, irritated skin? Not only does Cordaid 12-hour advanced cream relieve itch fast, but a clinical study shows its unique Itch Shield technology lasts longer than the leading cream for 12-hour protection. For long-lasting protection, try Cordaid.
If Taylor disappears...
I have to leave Salem as soon as I can.
...and walks away from EJ forever...
I'm divorcing Nicole.
I won't let you. Will it push him over the edge?
Don't you dare talk about Taylor that way to me.
Watch Days of Our Lives weeknights at 6 and 11 on SoapNet.
Friday, the day of the royal wedding, The View is live with a very special edition. I'll be in London with up-to-the-minute events. My co-host will be here in New York, so join us for The View's royal wedding coverage live Friday on ABC.
You awake?
Yeah.
What time is it?
A little after 1.
Oh, I was afraid of that. I heard voices coming from Mary's room.
Oh. Frank went in there a little while ago.
Oh, she should be getting to sleep.
You get to sleep?
No.
Well, neither can I. Jack Fairley, on the other hand, is probably dead to the world. Maybe he won't wake up.
Oh, John, stop that.
I'm sorry.
Terrible.
You hungry?
No. Are you?
Well, not enough to get up and go downstairs.
Do you want me to get up and bring you something?
No. You stay here with me.
I'm glad that Frank and Mary are having a little time together. It's nice for them. I'm feeling very hopeful for Frank, aren't you?
What about the election?
Oh, about the election, about everything. He's come through a long, troubled time. And he's changed. He's grown. And what he's gained, I think, far outweighs what he lost.
I think so, too. He's not the only one who changed, you know. Dee deserves a lot of credit.
She does. Oh, dear, dear. I don't think I'm ever going to go to sleep. Maybe I wonder. Maybe I should just get up and see what needs doing.
No. You've done it all twice. Stay here with me. I need distracting.
Oh, you do you now? About what?
Well, the prospect of the next 40 years as Jack Finelli's father-in-law. It's not funny.
I'm beginning to believe the two of you deserve each other.
Well, that's a cruel thing to say to a man who loves you.
Oh, darling, you have to remember Mary loves Jack. He's her choice. It's time we accepted it.
I will. I do. I will rise up in the morning and greet my daughter's wedding day with a smile on my face and love in my heart for Jack Finelli. Now reward me.
She needs you to do that, darling. She does.
Yeah.
You got to make an effort with Jack.
Jack's never gonna change. Oh, damn.
Oh, who is it?
Sorry.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah, we're awake. What is it?
Could you go in and see Mary for just a second, please?
Sure. Is she all right?
Nerves.
Oh.
I think a little mothering would help.
Yes. I'll only be a minute, dear.
Yeah.
Thank you, Francis. Michael.
Frank.
Yes, Doc.
Do you think there's any chance Mary will change her mind?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Mary?
Next, spend some time in Genoa City with the Young and the Restless. Later, see who's stirring up trouble in Pine Valley on All My Children, only on SoapNet.
I wasn't drunk.
Your drinking killed my son.
A man's life spirals out of control.
I want to do an intervention.
Now his loved ones come together with an ultimatum.
If you don't accept treatment, there'll be no further contact.
Thursday, 6-time Emmy winner Anthony Geary, like you've never seen him before.
I am not an alcoholic.
You're in denial.
I want my dad.
A groundbreaking General Hospital.
Not all calcium soft chews are the same. Try Viactive Soft Chews. Viactive has more bone-building nutrients than any other branded soft chew. And 2 great-tasting chews give you 100% of your daily value of calcium. Choose Viactive today.
Last year, the U.S. used enough plastic water bottles to stretch around the Earth over 190 times. Each Brita filter can take up to 300 of those bottles out of the equation.
Introducing the Brita bottle with a filter inside. Now, great tasting water can go wherever you go.
Oh boy, smelly shoes. No smell? Odor eaters. No.
Odor Eaters destroys odor on contact. Dries clear, too. Odor Eaters insoles, powder, and spray.
Whew, what a nightmare.
Genoa City, a place for families to fall apart.
I will get my daughter back.
You betrayed me. I'm done with you. There's no more family.
The Young and the Restless, tonight at 7 on SoapNet.
He was gunned down. This week, Todd wakes up.
I never thought I'd see you again.
And he remembers everything.
You saw the gunman?
Standing right there. Your brother tried to kill me.
Now he wants payback. Watch One Life to Live, weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 9 on SoapNet.
People People are talking about General Hospital's Sean Butler. Patricia Rich posted on Facebook, he is a good-looking bad boy with a good side. I'm really digging this one. Elizabeth Cross agrees. Oh yes, he is a sexy man. Suki Williams-Ellis adds, I trust my eyes when I look at him, and they like what they see. Judy McCoy says, good choice, GH. And Kathleen Hahn sums it up, so damn hot. People are talking about General Hospital. Weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 10 on SoapNet. Want more of your favorite soaps?
That's great.
Log on to abc.com/daytime. Watch current full episodes of All My Children, General Hospital, and One Life to Live. Online critics love it. Plus, get exclusive sneak peeks of what's coming up next.
Sounds like a thumbs up to me.
Connect with other fans to discuss what's on your mind.
I always want to hear what you have to say.
And check out the 101 galleries to get an intimate look at the history of your favorite characters.
That's the best news I've heard all day.
Find it all now at abc.com/daytime.
Before Frank came in, I sat here just listening by the window. They left a hydrant on up the street. It sounded like rain. The cops came and turned it off. Then there was an argument. And after that quieted down, some kids came by and sat on Mr. Greenberg's stoop for a while. Played the radio. And an ambulance pulled in over at the hospital. And two cats were calling to each other behind the garage. And I thought, those are the sounds I've heard nearly every summer night of my life. They're the same. And the shadow on the wall from the street lamp is the same. And I can be 3 years old in the big iron bed in the corner. Oh, it's all in my head, Ma. It's all part of who I am. And tomorrow it'll be gone. All those nights. And the sounds will be gone. Mary Ryan will be gone. And none of us ever coming back again, and Ma. It hurts. I just can't bear to let go.
Oh, darling. Sounds to me like what you're letting go of is something good, huh?
Oh, Ma, yes.
Oh. Here. Come, like you used to when you were little. Hmm? Come on. I don't know what to say to you, darling. You know, changing and learning and letting go. It's all painful. Growing up is painful. Loving is painful. But there's one thing you can say about pain. When you're feeling it, you know you're alive. Oh. Anyway, and there's one thing you're wrong about. What's been is the child you are and the woman you are will always be here in this house, as long as those of us that love you are here. And now, when it comes to climbing and letting go, there's nobody that ever climbed a ladder that didn't let go again and again. Oh. You believe you love Jack and Jack loves you, right?
Uh-huh.
And you know that all your sisters and brothers love you?
Yeah.
And your father and I love you?
Yes, Ma.
And God loves you? Well, then, don't be afraid, darling. Don't be afraid. Oh.
Yeah, hello.
Dad, it's Art. I'm sorry to be calling this late, but I thought you ought to know.
Know what?
I lost him.
Oh, Finelli?
He got away from me. He asked me to buy him a paper, and I turned around, and he jumped into a cab with a bottle of bourbon in his hand and headed east on Canal Street. The last I saw of him, he was leaning out the window shouting, "Pray for me."
Oh.
I'm so sorry, Dad. I just hope he shows up tomorrow.
Port Charles, revenge is a priority, relationships are disposable, and good medical care is a necessity. Keep up with this fast-paced city with an all-new episode of General Hospital, weeknights at 10 on SoapNet.